Mankind has always been curious about the vast and mysterious universe. It's no surprise why our focus has been outwards towards the cosmos when even our own oceans remain unexplored. But have you ever wondered what astronomers and scientists are always looking for? Whether it was the first manned mission to the moon in 1969 or Viking 1 touching down on the surface of Mars in 1976, the goal has always been the same: to find out the starting ingredients of life. And because of that search, NASA is gearing up to launch an unmanned mission to Saturn's moon called Titan in the hopes of finding the perfect planet where humans could possibly live. This mission is called Dragonfly. Life as we know it needs three basic elements to exist and thrive: energy, liquid, and organics. In our case, that's sunlight, water, and oxygen. Before life existed on Earth, the atmosphere used to be very different. When sunlight started hitting our atmosphere and the rain carried some organic chemicals, everything mixed up into this life-generating soup, which then created the perfect conditions for the birth of our species. Today's modern technology allows us to explore the unknown and possibly find similar planets. Titan's atmosphere is extremely similar to the early stages of Earth's atmosphere. The sky is crowded with massive methane clouds that form those same organic chemicals that once reigned on Earth, leading to the creation of life. With this basic knowledge, we could potentially find out how life came into existence on Earth, helping us to unlock the secret to our race. Back in 2015, a spacecraft had already landed on Titan to map out the moon. It studied the composition of its atmosphere to help scientists and astronomers prepare for the Dragonfly mission. Even though Dragonfly will launch in 2027, it'll take nearly 7 years for the spacecraft to finally touch down on the surface of Titan. But considering the atmospheric conditions of the planet, 7 years is nothing compared to the mysteries Dragonfly will help us to unlock. Titan actually has the perfect conditions for flight. If you were to strap a pair of wings and flap your arms, you could actually fly from one place to the other. See, Titan's gravity is only 1/7 of the Earth's, which is slightly weaker than what humans experience on the moon. If you've seen videos of Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin hopping on the moon, imagine what could be achieved on Titan. But since this is an unmanned mission, everything depends on the functionality of Dragonfly. The Dragonfly rotorcraft is easily one of the most advanced spacecraft ever built in the history of space exploration. It's unlike anything we've ever seen before. And that's not because there's better technology or something. It's because the mission to Titan will be the toughest one yet for NASA. Since the planet is so far away from the Sun, only 1% of light actually enters its atmosphere. But it's not just the distance, it's also because of the density. Titan's atmosphere is about 4 times more dense than Earth's. A spacecraft like Dragonfly requires a tremendous amount of energy. And since most spacecraft are powered by solar energy, Dragonfly will not be able to. It needs a new system capable of carrying out the 3-year unmanned mission without any troubles or malfunctions whatsoever. And the solution is nuclear energy. Dragonfly will be powered by batteries similar to Curiosity and the Perseverance rovers. They'll charge during the night so Dragonfly can carry out small flights to nearby areas and gather all the important elements existing on Titan. The building blocks of life are much heavier compared to other molecules, and an abundance of heavy organic compounds show the high similarity of our Earth. Studying these compounds and molecules will finally help us single out the very building blocks that led to the creation of living species. But before Dragonfly can even start to explore Titan, it must make a dark and lonely journey across time and space to reach the perfect landing site, the Shangri-La Dune Field. And even though the landing site is still dry, Dragonfly must land on a terrain of shattered icy bedrock. The landing spot is very close to the Selk Impact Crater. This crater is a scientifically remarkable area said to have fresh liquid interacting with organic molecules present on the surface of Titan. In other words, the chemistry between those molecules is going through the same chemical reactions as those on early stages of our Earth. Titan has a temperature of -179 degrees Celsius, but the surface is still covered with small rivers and landscapes that the Cassini spacecraft was unable to capture due to its low-resolution imagery. The reason for this is the Selk Impact Crater. This impact broke the frozen icy surface, leading to the creation of small lakes and liquid bodies interacting with the methane-rich chemicals and molecules every time it rains on Titan. And while Dragonfly rests and recharges during the night, the footage and data obtained from the spacecraft will allow scientists to pinpoint other areas of interest, which might lead us to new discoveries. It's estimated that the age of Titan is nearly 4 billion years old. That's about 500 million years younger than our Earth. And while Dragonfly will be traveling back in time, you could also say that humans are also going back in time. Because Titan is such a young planet, its similarity to early Earth's atmosphere basically means Dragonfly will travel back into our own history. Just imagine the possibilities. NASA is finally sending the first mission to what scientists have labeled as an Earth-like planet for so long. Just a few years ago, this mission would not be possible. Dragonfly will now give us a chance to discover a new world.